What's up, gear mortals? Trey Xavier here. There's a little bit of a nip in the air, the leaves are changing colors, and I'm wearing my favorite hoodie, and you know what that means.
It's pumpkin spice time, bitches.
It's time to slip on those Uggs, sip on your favorite PSL, and prepare for a lot of Michael Bublé. But even more important than that, it's time for the month in gear.
It's finally here, the month in gear.
We're gonna try out some pedals, some plugins, some free stuff, and some sample libraries. And we're gonna be announcing the winner of the giveaway from last month, and that's for the Vidami pedal. So I'm not gonna tell you when we're gonna do that. It's gonna be nestled, sprinkled in somewhere in the month of gear, so you're gonna just have to watch and find out. There's links to everything that I'm covering today in the description below, so check it out there if you thought any of this stuff was cool. First up, we're gonna be taking a look at a couple of pedals from Electro-Harmonix. I'm sorry, what's that? Oh, this old thing? It's just a new shirt design that I've got where you can boost it. It's available also in the link in the description below. Anyway, back to the pedals. One of these pedals was actually a suggestion from Gear God's subscriber and Rigged Gear Mortals winner, Brian Baxley, and I just knew that I had to get my paws on it. Today, I'm gonna be playing my Kiesel X-Type 8-string, and we're gonna start off with the Electro-Harmonix Pitchfork Plus, which is basically a deluxe version of their very famous Pitchfork pedal, which in case you hadn't gathered, is a pitch shifter pedal. Here is my regular old clean tone. So this is a polyphonic pitch shifter pedal, which means that you can play one note at a time. Or you can play chords. And it tracks really good, listen to that. Sounds a little bit like a 12-string right now, because all I've got is an octave up. For example, if you play folk music and you don't want to haul around a separate 12-string, you know. Foggy, foggy dew, I lost my lover there. So it has two independent pitch shifters that you can turn up and down, right? So like this one's a low octave. And then this one's a high octave. And then you can blend in the dry signal. Or not, or all the way out. Have the shifted sounds in there just a bit. Thicken it up a whee. You can independently program each of the pitch shifters to be a different pitch if you wanted to. For example, if we want this to be like a fifth, and then we get that kind of a thing, and then this is still an octave. So if you want to hit that brown note without really tuning down, but you still want to have some definition, something like this where I've got the octave down and then a little bit of the octave up, just to kind of clarify. Oh, you know I'm going to hit this low F sharp. Okay, that's enough of that. Whew! I pooped. As with many of the things that we cover on the month in gear, there's a ton of stuff in here that we're not gonna go into, but suffice it to say that if you need a pitch shifter, this one appears to do everything. If you have a pitchfork and there's something that you wish that it could do, I think they packed pretty much all of it into this. So next up, we're gonna be taking a look at something even more fun than that, if you can believe it, the Mainframe Bit Crusher. I think bit crushers are crazy fun. Sounds like a low bit rate video game kind of a sound. So on this, we've got a lot of controls: volume, peak, frequency, blend, bit depth, and sample rate. That could be a video game soundtrack right there. Actually, I'm gonna blend the guitar out all the way so it's just the low bit. I'm gonna blend the guitar all the way out, which is the other way. Okay, and then we basically can do the bit depth to be better or worse. Change the sample rate. It just sounds like a video game immediately. This brings me so much joy. Honestly, I don't know where I would actually use this, but like, who cares? This is just pure joy in the performance. Like, we're literally just downgrading the quality of the signal, but it makes me feel happy instead of sad. What's not to love? All right, let's see what happens when we put this one into this one. Not too shabby. Up next, we're gonna take a look at some free shit, because I know you guys like free stuff. Really, who doesn't? On this next segment, which I like to call free shit. In the interest of keeping free shit as free as possible, almost my entire signal chain is going to be made up of free stuff. So I'm gonna be, for example, going into Ignite Amps Emissary, which is an extra sick free plugin from STL Tones, and then I'm going to be using the free Pulse Impulse Loader. The only thing that's gonna cost any money is one of my cab IRs that I'm using, which is the 1960V SM57 III. Just those two things alone sound thusly. So, pretty damn good. But the things that we're actually looking at today that are both free and new is a pair of overdrive plugins, and that is number one, the NA808 Overdrive Pro from Nembrini Audio, and then the other one is the Dr. Drive from Audiority. Now, I think you can probably tell, if you know anything about overdrives, what these two are based on. This one is clearly the TS808 from Ibanez, and then this one is obviously the Attack Overdrive from Horizon Devices. So the fact that you can get this for $0 is outrageous. Both of these are pretty dang good. So I have it set up in the usual way to boost it. Level all the way up, tone up a bit, drive all the way down. We go from this. Now with some really low chugs, here it is without it. And then with. Man, it really takes it from like pretty good to, whoa, hey buddy. Now let's try out the Dr. Drive. So it would appear that the Dr. Drive has all of the same features as the Horizon Devices pedal on which it is based, with the exception of the gate, but you know, it's a plugin, so of course you're gonna have gate plugins. So I've got it set kind of extreme here. I actually think it's kind of funny that the Attack is stepped just like on the Horizon, which I always kind of didn't like because it never felt like I could get it exactly where I wanted it. But, you know, whatever, they're trying to keep it true to the original. Here it is without it. With. Wild. That is wild that this is a free pedal. $0. If you like tight sounds, There's no reason you shouldn't get this. It doesn't cost anything. You can save presets too. Come on. So if you've been hunting for a free overdrive pedal plugin, you've got 2 completely different flavors to choose from, and they both sound awesome. Now we're gonna take a quick break while I announce the winner of the Vidami pedal giveaway. You didn't think I was gonna make you sit through the whole video, right? Come on. I appreciate you guys watching even this far. If you watch the rest of it, I would also love that. But now I'm going to announce the winner, who won not this pedal. You're gonna get a fresh one straight from Vidami. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Brent Bondura. Congratulations, dude. You're gonna be learning songs at a lightning pace now with your very own Vidami. If you didn't win one and you still want one, you can still buy them. They're actually not that expensive. There's a link in the description below where you can get your own. Now, if you watch this video to find out if you won the giveaway and you just now found out that in fact you did not, and you're sad, I got a special little surprise for you. I'm gonna be doing another giveaway right here, right now. I'm gonna be giving away this very Pitchfork Plus from Electro-Harmonix. Not a similar one, not one that looks like it, not a nice fresh one from Electro-Harmonix. I'm gonna be giving you this one. In fact, I will autograph it right now, just so that you know that it's the same one. Ready? Here we go. That doesn't look like an X at all. Well, you can have this one with my terribly botched signature on it. There are 2 things that you have to do to be entered to win this pedal. Number 1, you have to leave a comment in the comments section of this video within 24 hours of it going up. In that comment, you're gonna tell me your name and where you're from, because I wanna get to know my gear mortals a little bit. I wanna know where in the world you're at. And then number 2, you're gonna click the link in the description and you're gonna follow the instructions. So good luck. Continuing in the theme of the Venn diagram of things that are free and things that gent, I'm gonna be taking a look at my good friend Stevie T's signature amp plugin from ML Sound Labs. So it's just called Amped Stevie T. The free amp is of course called Gent God. And it looks like a child's drawing, but it kind of looks beautiful. It kind of looks like Paper Mario actually, which is a game that I love. First preset is called Pancake, as in pick up a pancake. Pancake, pick up a pancake. Hey, not too shabby right out of the gate. Next one is called Banana, as in banana. Like, look at how stinking adorable these little paper knobs are. I cannot get enough of this. Also comes with 4 different cab sounds that you can use. You gotta make Stevie T faces while you play it though. This one's called Grandpa Gent. I'm old. Give me back my cane. Gentemption. I think this one's a lead guitar patch. We think of Stevie T for his gent jokes. I think of him more as a shredder than anything else because he is an outrageously good lead guitar player. Hey, that sounds good. And that's just the free version. There are 3 completely other amps that you can get for the full download, which is just 60 euros. Amped Stevie T also comes with a pedal board that has 4 pedals on it: noise gate, drive, delay, and reverb. So I'm noticing today that the month in gear does not have a jingle. So I think I need to remedy that straight away, and I think I'm just gonna use everything that I have here today to write and record that jingle as I go. Let's try it out.
It's finally here, the month in gear.
So as you can see, I have busted out my 25 key MIDI controller. This is the complete A25 from Native Instruments. And the reason that I have that is that we're going on a trip to the library. Doesn't that sound like fun? You're like, no, I don't want to go to the library, please. I want to play video games. But this isn't that kind of library. You're not going to have to read. You're not going to have to pretend to read. We all know you don't know how. Instead, this is a musical library. 2 of them, in fact, that came out recently from Spitfire Audio, who are my very, very favorite. The first one of which is Abbey Road 1, and the other one is Intimate Strings. Intimate. And we're gonna start with Abbey Road 1. So the way that their kind of one orchestras work is that they're not like really individual instruments. It's mostly like the ensembles. So here we've got high strings, low strings, trumpets, horns, low brass. So that's some individual ones. High and low winds, and then some general percussion stuff. Probably one of the best things that Spitfire ever did was make their own player. So if you buy one of their libraries, it has its own player. You don't have to have Contact or any other kind of third-party player. It's all integrated. So the first thing that comes up when you just open it up is just the whole orchestra patch. So let's see what that sounds like. Come on, it sounds amazing with literally 0 effort. This is why I love Spitfire Audio so much. You just pull it up and it sounds good. You can do a lot of tweaking. There's like a lot of stuff that you can do. We've got a couple different articulations. Staccato. We got some medium swells. And then some long swells. Even if it was just that, that would easily be your money's worth. But real quick, let's take a look at like, let's see, high strings. No, you're high. Let's try a spiccato one. And of course, it's an Abbey Road studio. Some low strings. Instantaneous soundtrack. Load up some trumpets to welcome in the king. Sounds like trumpets. Hooray. I can't live without beautiful French horns. I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite sounds of all time. Check out some high woodwinds. I really like having this kind of thing around because it's kind of like great, quick and dirty, awesome. Like you don't have to worry about it, you know, really going in and orchestrating every little thing. They kind of did a little bit of that for you, and you just go per ensemble and you can create something that sounds amazing really fast. I am absolute trash at the keyboard, but you get the idea. All right, let's grab some percussion real quick. Bass and snare. So that's Abbey Road 1. Until December 1st, it's going to be $349, and then it goes up significantly. But for 350 bucks, this could be the only library that you need if you're not intending on going in and really orchestrating every single individual instrument, and you just want really great sounds with ensembles and a pretty good amount of flexibility. Compared to some libraries, especially some of their other one libraries, you can actually do a lot of tweaking in here. But even without doing any tweaking at all, you could get amazing sounds with just a couple of layers. So super awesome. Next up, we're gonna try the Intimate Strings library. This one is even simpler than Abbey Road, quite a bit less expensive, of course, too, but this one is just strings and they're organized entirely by articulation. Let's see what we get. Starting with the long one. Long CS here, long siesta. So you could set the entire mood with just that very easily. That's the long flautando. So then we've got long harmonics. I love sounds like this. So moody. That doesn't do anything. Makes me feel like I'm doing a lot, but really. Wild. Really, really great sounding. This one is $29. There's also some more sort of typical sounds. If you're feeling sneaky, a little pizzicato. Even if you are trash at the keyboards like me, you can have so much fun. $29? $29. Only $29 for you. All right, now let's add some of that to the jingle. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Just a little something. We're gonna use the full orchestra, nothing too fancy.
It's finally here, the month in gear. It's finally here, the month in gear.
Up next, we're gonna be taking a look at the modern metal EZX from TuneTrack for Easy Drummer 2. I love Easy Drummer, and this kit sounds amazing. This is the Will Putney pack, so all of these sounds were mixed and sampled and everything under his supervision, and I'm having a lot of fun playing with it. And right now I'm actually going to make a fool of myself, as I love to do, on my Alesis Strike multipad, and just play a little bit of drums badly. Up next, we're gonna take a look at the new STL Tone Hub pack from Joey Bradford from The Used. So the reason that I wanted to take a look at this one is, so far we have not covered STL Tone Hub, which is really extremely cool. We've got just packs for days from awesome artists. We got Andrew Wade, Andy James, Angel Vivaldi, a bunch of producers, and they come out pretty often. Oh, there's even a Will Putney one, look at you. Will Putney for guitar and bass. But the reason that we're looking at this one today is that it's the newest one. So we're just gonna run them down really quick and I'll just show you ones that I like. Got this Bad Cat Lynx is what we're starting off with. I've never gotten to play a Bad Cat Lynx, the real one, so hell if I know if these are realistic, but they definitely sound cool. We got a dirty one. Ooh, that one's really nice. All right, now we're getting to an amp that I know and love. The Angle Savage. That's not bad, not bad. A lot of really good, like, rock and roll sounds in here. We got some Friedman tones. Even though a lot of the stuff that's in this pack is not my usual jam, I really love having a variety of sounds that are outside of the typical high gain metal sounds, which is what I'm usually after. I have tons and tons of those already. I wanted something new, and I think this has so many super clean, kinda dirty, like medium gain and then high gain sounds that are really, really different from what I usually go for, that this has pretty much everything covered that I would need outside of what I've already got. That is a ton of awesome, really usable sounds for 36 bucks. Not bad. All right, so last one of the night here. Yet another free plugin for you. Probably the one that has cracked me up the most because of the name. So I guess this company, Present Day Production, made a video ad, and they made a fake compressor called Comprescomo, the intuitive compressor. And it started out as a joke, and I guess people wanted it. So this is a pretty adorable little bus compressor. Although actually it's not really that intuitive because it's in Inuit language. Luckily it came with instructions, and also there's only 4 controls. But we've got this little Eskimo dude who goes from his little frozen igloo to a nice warm fire, and that's how much compression and saturation you've got going on. This is the input gain. Here we've got a wet dry knob, and then over here we've got your output gain. So I have now put this on the master bus for our little jingle here, and we're gonna get to hear what it sounds like on 15 seconds worth of music. I'm actually just gonna apply this to the entire mix just for funsies and see what happens. Here's what it sounds like with the compressor bypass.
It's finally here, the mountain here.
right, now let's just slam the ever-loving shit out of it. Should probably volume match, but I don't know how to do that.
It's finally here, the month in gear.
Probably not quite that gnarly.
It's finally here, the month in gear. It's finally here, the month in gear.
I don't really feel like I'm qualified to judge a bus compressor. I'm basically comparing it to nothing. But nothing is also how much you're gonna pay for it. And it does compress. The little guy dances on the screen. It's really easy to use and it's cute as hell. So you literally have nothing to lose. All right, I think that sounds pretty awesome. It seems like we've got ourselves a jingle. It sounds suspiciously like my Trey's Theory Corner jingle.
Welcome to Trey's Theory Corner!
But whatever, it's 4 seconds long. So now all that's left to do is to put it in the video. So I'll put it like in the beginning of the video. Wait, does that mean you've already heard it? So you already heard it and you sat here and watched me record the whole thing anyways? Wow, you guys are really great. All right guys, thanks for hanging out on the month in gear number 3. I wanna know what you guys wanna see in the next episode of the month in gear. So you're gonna have to leave a comment down below letting me know specifically what products you wanna see. If something comes out during the month and you go, oh, Trey should cover this, just come running back here and drop it in the comment section. I wanna know. And as always, if you haven't already, mash that subscribe button, smack the bell to join the notification squad, and I'll see you real soon.